How is misinformation and disinformation being weaponised, and how is it potentially undermining democracy? One of the world's leading experts is in Canberra this week, and I'm keen to get a better sense of what's happening online and what is and should be done about it.
I've actually got a paper coming out this week that looks at Julie's experience as a case study of what is a broader phenomenon of tech-facilitated gender-based violence. And I think Julie's unfortunate experience encapsulates that you can be a woman in a very powerful position in a democratic country like Australia who is just doing her job, just enforcing the laws that Australians have voted on and your representatives have passed, right? And you can still come under enormous fire. I actually really admire the eSafety Act, the Online Safety Act that governs the work that the Safety Commissioner does. I think it really balances freedom of expression with safety in a very unique way. So I'm sure your listeners are very informed and know how it works. But essentially, those transparency powers that I mentioned before give Julie and her team a really unique way to say, okay, we think something might be going on these platforms. Here's what Australian law says about what the duty of care is for the platforms. What are you doing, platforms, to respond to this? And they respond. And if she finds that, she has data that shows that they're lying or they don't respond to their fullest ability, then she can fine them. I think the Australian government is on the right track. I've had a lot of conversations this week where I feel like Australian MPs and folks in politics want to do more. And that's lovely because we don't even talk about it in the States. And I know the grass is always greener, right? But I do think the approach that you're taking, the clear-eyed recognition of the threat, and the fact that I think from the polling that I've seen, most Australians do recognize that this is a problem.
Do something about it. What are you going to do about that? Is that the disrespecting you? Do something then, I'll just shut your mouth. Fucking fool you. Backwards cunt.